G'day lads, in this video I would like to show you what's new to ears, so let's get into that right now. On by default. Since this update, when you take the radio from the arsenal, it will be turned on by default. This means that it will immediately start draining the battery. This rule does not apply to the radios that are already placed on the map to prevent any unwanted drainage and potential issues. Interaction through the UI. Until now, if you use G+R, it would say that it turned on the radio, where in fact the radio will remain off and it wouldn't allow you to receive nor transmit any data. That changes with this update, as not only you will be able to turn your radio on or off with G+R, but through the G menu you will be able to change current knob position using scroll wheel, which in vanilla radios is used for frequency adjustment, but don't worry, as there are new ways for doing that. More on that later. There were a few smaller and slightly bigger changes to how and what informations are presented on the radio screen. Frequency is now presented more in line with actually used values to make it easier for inputting them manually. Active transceiver, that is marked with letter T, has a number of currently selected preset next to it. Letter D or C in the bottom row indicates whether currently selected preset is using default or custom encryption key. Last of those more important changes is that second frequency is marked with letter R to better indicate that this transceiver is only for receiving signals. Presets. Since this update, we separated knob positions from frequency presets. This was done to prepare for upcoming content. With this shift comes change to how we use 152, as from now on, buttons pre, plus or minus are used for switching between presets, which allow you to change what preset is used by currently selected knob position. So for example, if I switch to preset number 2 and I switch to third and go back to the first one, the first knob position is set to preset number 2. When switching between presets, there will be now number changing next to active transmitter, as it indicates which preset is selected. Menu navigation. Due to the change of functionality of pre, plus or minus keys, it was necessary to move menu navigation to arrow left or right, which are also used for selection of predefined options. Frequency adjustment. Until now, you either use G menu with your scroll wheel or pre, plus or minus to adjust your radio frequency, but now you will be doing that with the usage of arrow left or right, which will increase or decrease the frequency by predefined value in newly added menu. This value can be adjusted through the usage of frequency resolution menu that allows you to switch between 10, 100, 1000 or 5000 step for each adjustment. Second way to change frequency is to manually input it through new menu position called preset frequency. Here, when you enter input mode, you will be able to manually input new frequency for currently selected preset, like this. Additionally, while we're here, you can now change currently selected preset and adjust its frequency without leaving the menu using pre, plus or minus. This functionality is also available for some other positions as well, and you can recognize that by the fact that the menu position will have letter P with the number of currently selected preset on the left side of it. Encryption. Since the introduction of new presets, we made it so each preset has its own encryption key that can be set via custom encryption key menu. In addition to that, when you apply new custom encryption key, it will automatically set that preset to utilize that custom encryption key. As you may have noticed, this menu position also uses a new feature that allows you to adjust all the presets properties without leaving the menu by just selecting next preset through the pre plus or minus key. With this update comes slight change to how encryption key menu position works, as from now on, when you switch back to default encryption key, it will automatically wipe your previously entered custom encryption key. New presets. By default, 152 will have 5 presets that each will be assigned to corresponding knob position, but with new menu position, new presets, you will be able to create up to 10 new presets for all your comms needs by just simply inputting new frequency and applying it with the enter key. You will be greeted with the information that preset number 6 or which one you ever created, and then you will be able to just switch to it using the pre, plus or minus key. More power. Another change to 152 is the fact that since this update, you will have ability to switch between 3 different power levels. Changing your power level will drastically impact your radio range, which for level high is roughly around 6 kilometers, for medium is roughly around 2 kilometers, and for low it will be around 500 meters. As a goodbye, I would like to announce the fact that we joined the RHS crew, and since the nearest release, EAS will be integrated into RHS, but don't worry, we will try to maintain the separate version for as long as possible. So have fun, goodbye.